You want to play Simon Says?
I'm with it.
All right.
Rejected.
Be careful about what y'all kids are watching on these social media apps. Every time I get on one, these OnlyFans girls are getting more and more creative about how they're going to promote their content. Social media sites will say they care about the youth by blocking people like Andrew Tate, but they have no problem with your 15-year-old looking at half-naked women all day.
She gotta catch this straight. That's tough. She should have wore a vest.
Marry before you carry. Wed before you bed. Don't breed if you can't feed. Him giving her a condom was out of pocket though. That's like giving somebody an umbrella after it already rained.
Have you ever read the SCUM manifesto by Valerie Solanas?
No, what is that?
The SCUM stands for Society for Cutting Up Men, and she wrote this book that is a manifesto about how men are completely useless to society and should be cut up into pieces, and I think you should read it.
Okay, do you agree?
I can't confirm or deny.
What do you mean by that?
Imagine if a man wrote a book like that about women. That would be crazy.
Lock his ass up! Lock his ass up!
Stay far away from women like this. In this grand plan, do they expect a bunch of women to get together to kill all the men? Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Slow down there, buckaroo.
But I met a girl who's a streamer. I went up to her, I hugged her, and I came in my pants. Wow. Hug her.
I think you need to get laid a little more often.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was she hot though? Was she like super duper duper hot?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's forgivable if she was super duper duper hot.
Yeah.
Here, just take my balls!
She took your balls!
Lyft has a new feature that says women and non-binary riders can request women and non-binary drivers, but hear me out. What if as a man, I want a male driver because I want someone who knows how to actually drive?
I think you should quit your Satanism forever, and then come back to being a good girl. Be a good sister to me. As your brother, it's just making me upset that you're contributing negativity to the world and making these people upset.
Okay, well, if you're trying to convert me, why do you think that's the best thing for me, really? Like to convert and stop doing OnlyFans?
You should quit, yeah.
See, when you ask me that question,
it's not a question. I'm saying you should quit.
Okay, when you say that to me, that makes my mind run on into why would he not want what's best for me? Because anybody who does OnlyFans,
it's saving your soul. It's going to get you into Jannah.
It's the best business option for any girl right now.
Can you take that money with you when you die?
No.
So hopefully that's the best thing you can do is make it into heaven, make it into Jannah.
I want to go to heaven.
I would like to see you there.
I don't want to go to hell.
I would like to see you there. But the quickest way to get there is quitting. I know the truth hurts, but
I just feel like you don't understand why I actually do this. I actually have.
I know you want to make money.
No, I have to support my parents. They have bills to pay. They can't. My parents can't make enough money in order to live.
I know.
I have to help support them. And
sure.
I have their blessing. I ask for my parents'
You don't have
blessing.
God's blessing.
I think I do. I think I have a strong enough
God is not
relationship
blessing.
with him.
God is not blessing OnlyFans.
What? He's not. Okay. Why do you come at me so hard and call me demonic when you know I have, I'm genuinely not trying to do that?
Be careful, the waiters are making a scene. Do you want to go to the bathroom for a second? I have a couple things to talk about. You can come up. I don't want to make you upset right now.
Okay, I'm going to go take a deep breath.
Okay.
You do your thing.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying?
You can say whatever you want about Sneeko, but he was spitting facts in this clip. The only problem is when you make $30,000 a month from posting half-naked pictures, it's hard to go back to slanging caramel macchiatos. Especially not when you have responsibilities like a mortgage and car payments. Same thing goes for drug dealers. Once you start, it's hard to stop, especially when you're making that kind of money.
You believe in God?
I don't think he does either.
Don't believe in God?
No,
Christian. Good on you, man.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. You guys not together, or?
No, I've just met him. I assumed he doesn't.
You guys going home?
I'm disgusted.
That's all right.
From the front to the back, then it's back to the right, to the left, mop it up, clean it up.
I've been married for 1 week, and I'm finding out that my wife would rather make sandwiches for Pokemon than for me. And I don't know how to feel about it.
That is not a fair statement.
But it's a true one.
Yes, it is.
Wait until she finds out how they got the meat that they're feeding the other Pokemon.
Oh, let's see your song.
I appreciate what you do. I think you're great for men, but I got a question for you. You are not putting in the fact that not all men are great men, and
You pick 'em.
toxicity and
You pick 'em.
dysfunction.
You pick them.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to hear
Absolutely.
it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear how all men aren't great men. You pick who you let in your body, and you pick who you make a baby for. So I don't want to hear how bad they are, because I'm sorry.
No,
I know too many. So what's the question? Not all men are great men. I want to talk about the men you women choose. I don't want to talk about anybody else other than men you women choose.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Then what's the
And not
question?
everybody ends as they began. That's the field I'm in.
So what's the
right?
question? What's the
so
question?
My question? Okay, so my question for you is, how do you add that variable into the advice that you're giving people?
How do I add what variable in? What's the variable?
That you have to have a 2-parent household and be married for somebody and because that's what it should be. That's what you're saying, that should be.
No. Yeah, I don't know what you think you just said, but I need you to ask you ask me to answer a question. What variable are you asking me to add in?
The variable of toxicity, dysfunction.
Toxicity and dysfunction have nothing. Oh, look, ma'am.
Okay.
You're talking about the toxicity. You pick. If you don't know how to pick, no, ma'am, here's how you put that in. Relationships are reflective. If you pick toxic, whatever, then that's on you. It's your responsibility. You deal with the outcome. You don't blame him for being toxic. That's what you picked. That's your problem.
That's fair. I agree.
So I'm not going to add in the variable for over people over here. I'm going to say pick better. But see, picking better requires you to have a calibrated picker. Picking better requires you to actually have somebody helping you, guide you, and outside of your own feelings of what you want and subjective truths. Picking better requires picking stuff that's not atavistic, that he's hot, he's got a 6-pack, he got a big job. No, he's boring, he got a job and a 401k and potential. See, you ladies, women have known how to pick since the beginning of time. It's just in the last 50 years, you ladies have tried to pick based upon your feelings and what makes you happy, and it doesn't work. You pick the worst and you reproduce with them. See, the problem is not picking the men. The problem is reproducing with them, making children with them, and then throwing this chaos out into the community, and then asking men like myself and everybody else to address it later. Don't have their babies. Have all you want to with toxic men. Don't make babies with them. Pretty simple.
Fair enough.
Especially not 1, 2, or 3 of them outside of marriage.
The male burden to humanity is being willing to die to build and maintain societies for mostly the benefit of women and children. The female burden to humanity is picking the right men to give birth to the next generation of society builders. The reason why women have so many options for contraceptives is because women bear the bulk of the responsibility from being sexually promiscuous. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing that women can make their own money, but when women started making their own money, they started picking men based on beauty instead of utility. Women have higher standards than ever, but they're looking for the wrong things. Instead of it being about how good of a father he could be, it's about how tall he is. Instead of it being about can he work a consistent job for 5 years, it's about how handsome he is. That's like picking a quarterback based on his ability to kick a field goal. To be honest, most of the problems that we deal with today could be solved if fathers were a part of the vetting process and women married before they carried. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.